Alrighty guys, it's Sunsetter here, and welcome to what will be the class overview video, and of course we're starting with the view of the 3 people who have at least survived since the beginning of the game. These are the 3 kind of all-stars that came out of the mission, that came out of this campaign, and yes, there are others who are just as badass as these guys, but these guys have survived since Gatecrasher. They were on Gatecrasher and they survived this entire time. Sadly, Baller was supposed to be one of them, but of course, knowing his freaking luck train, he got absolutely bloody murdered within the first few missions, because I think the Warlock mind-controlled Jessica, and because Boss wasn't able to subdue her, let's just say, she freaking cut Baller in half. So that's great. But it has been quite a while and quite a journey for these 3 people, as well as all of our other veterans. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the most badass person is freaking Frostfire. I'm pretty sure he has the most kills out of everybody. Like, come on, 191 kills? Are you kidding me? Like, okay, yeah, sure, maybe knock off, like, maybe 50 of them lost, but, I mean, that's still a lot of bloody kills, even if, like, well, a lot of them were lost. But, as always for class overview videos, I'll be going over every class, including the faction heroes, because, yeah, sure, I've done them before, but hey, might as well do them again. And then it's gonna be kind of hard doing it this time, because it's like, yeah, sure, there are distinguishable classes, but all of them are just, like, a big bundle of a bunch of frickin' abilities that made them the classes that they are, so I guess I'll go over that. So I don't know how long this video will actually be, and of course if you guys don't like watching this, then go ahead and skip it, I guess. But, yeah, apparently we will be going in this order, going all the way down until we get everything, I guess. So, yeah, as always, if you guys don't want to watch this, then we will then you can just skip this, because it's all going to be its own video. So I guess we start with our PsyOps. And you'll see a lot of cuts during this video. That'll just be me setting up the whole talking thing, so yeah, let's get this started. Alright, we are first starting with our Sai Operatives. Now, a total of 3 Sai Operatives were trained up, but you never saw any action, so sorry. So technically, really 2 PsyOps were trained, and they fought and they bled, just like the rest of us. And PsyOps were not changed by the Overhaul mod, like you can't even... I mean, you theoretically could spend AP on them, but they don't get AP. They never get soldier AP because they're PsyOps. Apparently. So, yeah, I mean, you were on the network tower, so you're not going to be on Leviathan. Robin is probably going to be on Leviathan along with his medic bondmate. And, yeah, I mean, they're PsyOps. I mean, they're still kind of very overpowered and very kind of, I guess, boring and lackluster to train because they sit in the Psylabs for months on end. But, I mean, the Psionic Repeater is obviously a very, very powerful weapon. It has no ammunition, has a stun chance, and it pierces armor and all that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a worthwhile weapon to bring. That is no lie. Yeah, there's not really much to say about PsyOps. They're fun to use. I like them. They're definitely not my favorite class in the game. But, they're there. They're fun. They're nice to use. I like mind-controlling things. So, I mean, yeah. Not really much to say about those guys. So yeah, Robin will probably be going on the Leviathan because, like I said, Axe went on the what do you call it? The other mission. So there you go. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I like how Long War 2 handles PsyOps, and I think there's a mod called Sai Nerf that actually kind of reverts into Long War 2 style, where you train them, yes, but then they actually have to get normal experience through combat and get kills, and then they have to go into the tubes again. So I might use that for the next playthrough, but we'll see. Moving on now. Well, it is quite empty in here, but here we have our lone Reaper. I almost said Lone Ranger, but 2 Reapers were actually brought upon us during this playthrough. It's just sadly Helena lost her life during that annoying facility mission, where I'm still trying to figure out what the bloody hell went wrong during that mission. But Oliver Shadowbound Jones joined us a little late in the campaign, but he definitely proved his worth. 12 kills, 9 missions, not the best. Definitely bottom of the leaderboard in terms of kills, but like I said, he joined a little late, so that's understandable. Since he's the only Reaper, he probably has a very good chance of going out on Leviathan for that advanced scouting things. And fun fact, I'm running a mod called Cooldowns instead of Charges, in case you haven't realized that already, which makes a lot of abilities charge-based. And that includes things like Banish and Conceal. And that really, really makes Reapers powerful, because you can use their Banish more than once, or Reconceal more than once, which most missions don't last that too long to use Banish twice, because I think Banish is like a 6-turn cooldown or something. But in Operation Leviathan, because of how bloody long that mission is, that might change. And yes, I do like being able to rely on being able to use my abilities more than once a mission. At the same time, I could probably see that being very, very powerful in these longer missions like Leviathan or a Chosen Stronghold or the Avenger Defense, depending on how, you know, the enemies are laid out and all that stuff. I mean, I just had my Avenger Defense like a couple of missions ago, and that went by pretty quickly, but that's also because we had some furious, overpowered shotgun maniac Crossfire that decided to just tear through the whole map anyway, like he normally does. But if you were playing vanilla and you were rolling with cooldowns instead of charges, that might be a different story. Anyway, Reapers, they're definitely fun to use. I like their stealth mechanic, but I mean, I barely use stealth anyway, so I'm not very good critic of that, of the whole stealth thing. But they're still not my favorite hero class. But hey, they're fun to use. And Oliver will probably be going out. Go with his pawn mate, the Skirmisher. So there you go. Alright, now we are moving on to our Skirmishers. Now 2 faction Skirmishers have joined us, but we've also have our fancy homemade Skirmisher, because the Overhaul mod has a Skirmisher skill tree that allows you to pretty much build your own Skirmisher, as you can see here, with a few more added abilities, like, for example, Vanilla's Skirmishers, or I guess Vanilla War of the Chosen Skirmishers, can't get things like Untouchable or Forward Operator. And I gotta say, Forward Operator is a freaking OP-ass ability. Being able to stack up like 7 freaking action points, especially on like a boss mission, oh boy. The Skirmishers are definitely my absolute favorite hero class because of their mobility and their damage output potential. And going back to cooldowns instead of charges, it makes things like Whiplash and I guess Manual Override, although I don't really use Manual Override, but definitely Whiplash, which honestly, it's not even a guaranteed chance to hit. And it only has some 1 charge. That relatively confuzzles me, but thankfully cooldowns instead of charges makes it actually so we can actually keep using it. And you all know me, I'm a sucker for advent, and I really think advent are freaking cool. I mean, yeah, sure, they're bad guys, but they're fucking cool, and I love advent. And skirmishers just go so well with advent armor, and I love skirmisher backstory and all that fun mumbo jumbo nobody really cares about. And I don't know why, but the skirmishers get a lot of hate. I don't know why, because I love skirmishers, and I love advent. Yes, I will admit it, advent are fucking badasses. But anyway, that really concludes my skirmisher thing. I mean, it's just going to be the same speech every campaign, every time I do one of these things, but, moving on. Again, a single lone soldier stands as we do Rangers. Now, Rangers are my favorite vanilla class, but in Overhaul, they're kind of the second in line. You can probably guess who's my favorite class out of the whole Overhaul thing, but Rangers, I mean, they're cool. The katana really does make them powerful with the whole guaranteed knife ability. And I never really understood how this Kenjutsu thing works. Because sometimes he'd only have one action point available, and then he'd run up, slap a guy, then all of a sudden he'd get implacable, but he'd get two actions. And I honestly don't know how that freaking works out, but he was on the network tower, so he is not going to go on the final mission anyway. But, I mean, they are really cool. I'm surprised that you get Blade Storm so early, though. That is interesting. And I only ever used Reaper against the Lost, which, don't get me wrong, Reaper is amazing against the Lost, but I never actually had some good, legit Reaper chains. Maybe next campaign, I guess. I fucking forgot Zero was a Ranger, too. Son of a bitch. Oh boy, it is time for our assaults to get the spotlight. Oh my god, now assaults are pretty much based off of Long War 2, but in Overhaul, they are freaking insane. Because in Long War 2, you normally have to get big, huge, elaborate 30-hit crits in order to kill half the late game enemies. Long War 2, but in Overhaul, or War of the Chosen style, enemies barely have 20 HP. I think Archons have 20 HP, and of course, Sectopods and Gatekeepers have more than that, but other than that, most common enemies barely have 20 HP. So running around with like shotguns and shit, although they all have bullpups right now, but let's not talk about that. But holy crap, these are definitely my favorite Overhaul class, especially Sulfurious, crazy, shotgun-wielding maniac, Crossfire. And Shen, I'm also a crazy shotgun middlehead, crazy bastard. And you literally saw one mission and got one kill. Just wipe that smug look off your face, bitch. Get out of here. Like, look at this. Almost 200 kills, you madman. It's forward operator, though. Like, damn. Sulfurious, Drunk.exe Crossfire will definitely be seeing action on this final mission. He's perfectly healthy and everything, so that's going to be fucking amazing. Alright, so next up is our Grenadiers. Now, Grenadiers don't really differ from their vanilla counterparts because they blow shit up like crazy, especially with Quartermaster. Quartermaster allows them to carry up to 4 grenades at a single time. That means they have plenty of grenades to fucking spare. Now, for some reason, they're both major, but War Dog has more abilities than Apocalypse. I don't fucking know, but Apocalypse will most likely get more. You'll see Leviathan and War Dog, because Apocalypse is actually one of my characters. War Dog is just some randomly generic dude. But, I mean, the Grenadiers, they blow shit up for fun. Like I said, Apocalypse, final mission. Sounds good. And now we move on to our snipers. Now, snipers actually work pretty interesting in this mod setup, because all snipers technically are like marksman snipers or snapshot snipers from Longhorn, where you only need a single action to fire your sniper rifle, but the catch is, until you get the ability called Sniper Elite, squad sight does not work after moving. So if you try to reposition to flank a dude, you might not actually be able to see because it was in squad sight range. Now that's a very interesting trade-off to how all this stuff works. But, I mean, other than that, they don't differ from vanilla snipers all too much. I normally gave them a mix of rifle and pistol abilities, just so they had something to do when they moved and were not in squad sight range anymore. They could pick off some other targets or something. But especially with Trigger Happy, that's really an interesting ability, because it kind of reminds me of Gunslinger from Long War II, and unless I'm mistaking myself, Gunslinger from Long War II is pretty much Trigger Happy, but with every single freaking action that the enemy does, not just movement. So I wonder why Abe was so salty about Gunslinger, but well, I don't know, I haven't played Long War, I can't survive it, so what the hell do I know? But Jane Kelly, I'm pretty sure Jane. Yes, Jane is the one way to Apocalypse, so she has the best chance to go on Leviathan. But Slayer, during that, I believe, no, during the Cygate mission, Slayer definitely lived up to her name, hitting all of those shots against the Lost, and I think even like a low percent chance to hit on the on one of the dudes. And actually, before I forget, welcome to the official character pool there, Slayer. Because holy crap, you were freaking amazing during that mission. That hurt you a spot there, buddy. And then Jane's already in the character pool, so it's not like it really matters. And that pretty much calls it here for snipers. And that brings us to our hackers/medics. I combined these two classes because they're pretty much the same damn thing, built exactly the same way. Because they both have medical and hacking abilities, so they're pretty much just specialists. And, yeah, they're pretty much just specialists, right? Although, surprisingly, I did not have a lot of medics, because once again, I neglected them even though I care about my soldiers' well-being so damn much. This, I don't know why, but probably the highlight of the specialists/the hackers are emergency will heal and stabilize reactions. Sure, that doesn't count restoration, but with cooldowns and charges, this has a cooldown anyway. And yeah, I mean, they're definitely my favorite support class. Then again, they're the only support class. So yeah, I mean, Longshot will definitely, probably, most likely be seeing action on the final mission. And there you go. Although she didn't perform as admirably as Slayer did, so I don't think she really deserved a spot here. Sorry, but that's just how things work out. Just with the cookie crumbles. The last class I really care about going over are the Sentinels. Now, Sentinels are pretty much Long War II Rangers sent strictly down. I'm pretty sure it's even called Sentinel. Yeah, like Rangers from Long War 2, they have the Sentinel trait, which makes them crazy. Like, this doesn't have any rapid reaction, but Guardian has been pretty good regardless. Now, Boss has a freaking mix of abilities, man. He has mainly Sentinel abilities, but he has some gunnery abilities in there. And he also has Untouchable and High Noon and Forward Operator. And then Bradford's kind of a mix between a Sentinel and a Medic. But I'm pretty sure Boss will be the one going on with Eva. Oh, right, yeah, we have Templars to do. Damn it! But, all in all, Sentinels, I mean, Boss has definitely been really good, but Bradford's kinda, I don't know, I mean, yeah, they have their moments, but every class has their moments. So, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. Definitely not my first pick classes, but, I mean, they get the job done. They're good at what they do. So, there you go. And before I totally blanked out and freaking forgot about them, we have the Templars. Now, the Templars are definitely my most fun, or, you know, the class I have the most fun with, just because of all their abilities. Though, sadly, missions don't last that long, and they don't have a lot of focus to begin with. Like, maybe if they got a 4th focus pip, that might have been okay, but missions don't last too long. And they don't, and focus just gets thrown around like it's going out of style. It's, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, they have all these powerful abilities, but you rarely get to use them. I guess that's maybe the joy of when you get to use them. I mean, Ionic Storm is definitely great against the Lost, but how many times have we had a Templar on a Lost mission with Void Conduct? So I guess they're kind of a mixed bag, but we'll see. Maybe Eva will get a chance on the character pool. I guess I kind of owe it to her after I got Helena killed, but oh well, we'll see what goes down during the Alien Fortress. But before we go on the Leviathan, because that's all the classes I really want to go over, sure there might have been a couple random ones in there, but I don't feel like going over them. I want to finish this goddamn campaign and get the next one set up. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Next time we come back, we'll be Operation Leviathan. But first, I need to go take a quick